She sure does look cute in there. I think I still need to go back. I don't know if I can go back because of these supports. But like this, I could probably would need to run an electric fan. And I think that's what's gonna need to happen here. We'll see how much more back we can go. But you see this is a cowl support or some shit. We could cut it, but do we really want to cut it? We'll see right now. But I could fit there, maybe. With an electric fan, like I said, probably. I hate electric fans. I want a mechanical fan. Yeah, overall I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Nothing too drastic. I think this is first, but back as we can go because of the cowl spacing. But consequently, it is also more or less where this transmission mount lines up. This rubber mount here that came when the transmission is broken, but it's supposed to have a rubber mount with a pin. We can run an extender plate off of this and just put the pin where it's supposed to want to be. Here, barely clearing the original transmission tunnel without having to cut shit. The only thing that would land us is having a fucking not be able to fit a mechanical fan and shit. Alright, so far so it looks, due to the fact that these braces are here, they can't slide back any further. Also, consequently, it actually lines up pretty close to the transmission cross member here, like I previously stated. It clears the tunnel here. So that's 2 out of 3. I guess we're gonna run an electric fan since it's pretty gonna clear up here. I would want to go back a little bit further, but you know, you really don't want to cut into a car. We can live with an electric fan, I believe so. Hell yeah, wow. Anyway, I think we're gonna need center dump exhaust. Looking at everything here. We get rid of that fucking old clutch and brake pedal flipper. We're gonna fucking make this static so we can shift with it, but that's later. Later. First, I'm gonna make these motor mounts. You see, this one comes in this plane and this one here, so we're gonna have to do some offset shit to get up to those clamps. But it's looking easy, actually. Chevy with Chevy should be golden. All standard. This wasn't an actual smoothie sport bumper. Somebody made it one. They welded in all the holes for the rubber trim. We're just bringing it back down so we can prime it again and paint it the color of this truck. Had a whole lot of drips on it too. Put it all over. I think this bumper fits. Maybe. I think this is the bottom part. I'm not too sure. But we'll see if it fits. I think it'll clean up decently, maybe. It goes with the patina on the grill of this car, though, for sure. Damn, that bumper's sick as fuck. I like how the fucking nalga of it is gonna come to this fucking titty points on it. To my understanding, looks like a 54 Chevy bumper. Not too perhaps sure, but you know, it's basically the same shit. Comes back down all the way over here. It's gonna tuck in sick, and it's gonna come into the top. And this, it's gonna receiver right here. Same width. Should be sexy. This is the version without the license plate, and the entrance was cleaner. It is missing the fucking teeth. You can see on my fucking 52 or on my 55 that most of them have them little fucking teeth. I don't know about this one though, unfortunately. My shit popped. Fucked up my fender. Damn, I rode this bitch all the way from the fucking freeway over here. Fucking flat as shit. Fucked up my fender. That shit popped like I was going 95 or some shit, and then popped, and the fucking bike just started shaking, and I couldn't even make it stop, because usually when I've gotten flats I can control it right away, and I was just skiing, let go of the gas, downshift it, and then just rear brake, boom, made it out. And then I just fucking pretty much limped this bitch all the way over here. It's what, like 12 miles? But once you go over 40, this bitch starts getting squirrely. First order of business here, I had to remove this rubber mount from that old transmission because this bolts on to the cross member, and it will be my easiest route here to adapt this fucking TH. This is gonna bolt down in there, and then I'm gonna plate coming from here straight back, and it's gonna bolt onto the transmission. Hell yeah. Barely clears up in this hole. Kids, you gotta make sure you inhale all these toxic fumes to ensure a quick and early death. I'll just play. Look at that motherfucking beat. I'm making that transmission crossmember here with some gussets. Gusset tones. Laid lines and gentle cracks. The transmission is mounted. Gusseted that original mount from this transmission to the original mount from this car, but I had to lop it and then flip the insides to strengthen it. And there it is. I don't have nuts. I don't have nuts on those fucking bolts facing down. These right here. That it's like that one, but it's facing down through here. Cause I gotta go into the car, but I might have to put longer ones. But I just wanted to like rest the transmission's weight on it. Ready for the drive shaft. Everything's clearing. Kind of like a fucking goat's hair right there on the tunnel, but some hammer. Like I stated, those bolts back there ain't got nuts in them yet because I still gotta kind of tilt this bitch around a little bit, kind of like that right there is perfect, so I can make the front motor mounts. Right now it's hanging from this chain, but you know, everything in its time. Processes is going as planned. crankshaft clears, steering cross member clears. Yeah, so everything clears over here pretty fucking barely, but golden. Like I said, we are gonna need center dump fucking manifolds to make it jive, but we'll worry about that when we worry about that. But yeah, everything seems pretty golden. Gotta make those motor mounts. I got the transmission mount made. Hell yeah. I gotta fucking cut these bitches in half and move on with the moving on. We have her right where we want her. That right there you see is a bolt mount for the Chevy. It's unattached. Just here for test these purposes. So that shit goes there. And now I gotta make some ears that come this way and meet to this bolt, which I'm gonna use this nice bolt that I made here from a differential clamp. Should be golden. Closer than yesterday. Transmission's mounted. For sure she is exactly where she's gonna be. For sure. I've had a gang of flat tires throughout my life on, you know, whatever. I never been scared like I was on this one. Look at that shit ripped through my fucking fender. The tube was stuck in there when I first pulled up, but I was in the middle of the freeway, couldn't really stop and record. I had to take this little route through the dirt to get out of that bitch. And then I just limped it all the way home, like 12 miles with a flat tire. But when that shit popped, I was going like 95. This shit just started skiing everywhere. I really thought I was done for a little bit there. But I just started fucking... Well, I downshifted 2 times. Bam, bam. Obviously let go of the fucking gas. And then I started fucking rear brake. Little bit. And then, yeah, I started feeling the tail hold on. And then, yeah, I just full on brakes and pulled over. But that bitch was wildin'. Damn, I really thought I had left it crashed. Well, I have a video of it anyway, but I guess I couldn't keep myself from straightening it somewhat. But yeah, there it is. It's not even like fucking 2 months. And I wasted this. One was sick, man. This is off of fucking like, what was it, like a 64 FLH or some shit like that? 72. 72, I think. Yeah. And they just had gotten the light that fits that hole. Anyway, fuck it. Life is life. I'm gonna ride it like that for a while anyway. It looks cool. Just been going at this bitch all morning, figuring out the outer mounts, fabrication and shit like that. Usually it takes a little bit longer than just slapping shit on that already is designed, you know what I'm saying? But we're almost there, kinda. I didn't really get to fuck with the motor mounts yesterday because I was finishing this thing. It's been here for a couple months, waiting on parts, but it's golden. Also, picked up this fucking extended cab short bed OBS. I don't know if it runs or anything because it's took apart. But for the Pride diesel, should be golden. Comes perfect holes every time with the Ghetto Man's plasma cutter. Almost there with them motor. The Eagle has fucking landed. Now I just gotta fucking attach them to the frame, but that's where they're gonna be. Pretty golden. And then I gotta trim this long ass bolts I made, but that's then, not now. I was just checking on the steering clearance here of this steering arm, and I was worried that it might hit the fucking motor mount now when you turn to the passenger, but it doesn't, because even before it touches any of the motor mount on this side, it already by factory hits the stop over here on the frame, so it should be golden. It goes lock to lock on both directions, so we're pretty much just gonna burn them in, throw some gussets mainly on that side because it's a little bit offset for the steering, and yeah, it should be golden. Closer than yesterday. Gotta slap that new distributor in there and plumbing and all that shit. Once it's mounted, it's all downhill from there, baby. Gotta put a fucking little vent fan because I'm welding in those goddamn fucking motor mounts, and yeah, them fumes will kill you from the lead paint and all that shit. And if you grind them down, there'll still be some fucking fumes and starts giving you a headache. Anyway, closer than yesterday. There she is, fully mounted. Mounts came out good. Both sides. Fucking burned them in. I'll tell you what though, this fucking small block is tighter than a nun's asshole in this fucking bomb. Probably more than likely not gonna be able to utilize this fucking original ear like I wanted to for the transmission. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, this shit's tight in here. Might even have to make this side manifold. Yep. I'm still gonna run a gusset from this back part of the frame up here. Gotta clean it up and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's pretty much in there. Burnt in. Might even be able to run that really skinny mechanical fan. We'll see. Pretty happy with it. Good for. Man, today's cold as shit again. Yesterday was all warm and shit. I was even in a t-shirt. It felt like summer. Goddamn Texas shit. I gotta make these fucking alternator brackets to run this alternator that was in the inline 6. Some modern one, they had already put these brackets on that one to make it work with some weird fucking spacings and shit, but I gotta figure this one out. I want to mount it low to just run with this pulley because this bitch ain't got a power steering pump or air conditioning or anything else. That's it. And since the wiring is on this side, I don't really want to fuck with any of that. I'm just gonna run it low on this side, triangulate it. That way everything's clean on this side and we should be golden. This a fucking fat ass beat of like 7018 fucking just filled the fuck in and then I gusset and then filled again. And then this is gonna be a gusset that's gonna go like this up here. And that's frame material from a fucking 50s Chevy and shit, so yeah. It will be golden. It's just an extra layer of proud. But yeah, hell, like I said, it's just that this side was more offset because that's where the engine wants to be centered, and you know, due to steering and all that, they're never always symmetrical. But it's pretty golden. They're both 6. This a fucking fat ass beat of like 7018 fucking just filled the fuck in and then I gusset and then filled again. And then this is gonna be a gusset that's gonna go like this up here. And that's frame material from a fucking 50s Chevy and shit, so yeah. It will be golden. It's just an extra layer of proud. But yeah, hell, like I said, it's just that this side was more offset because that's where the engine wants to be centered, and you know, due to steering and all that, they're never always symmetrical. But it's pretty golden. They're both 6. These are all different types of Chevrolet small block manifold, exhaust manifolds, or headers. And they all fit that motor from different types of vehicles. I have hopes in this one. Took me a while to find it. I don't have any hopes for the driver's side, really. Maybe I'm gonna have to cut up something else. Low key, I knew they would fit upside down and shit, but obviously we're not gonna do that to this car. Unless, like, let's do a turbo on it. I'm just playing, but yeah, obviously it will fit. Chevy 350 headers. Just bomb, this one's fit. But yeah, they don't fit going down there for shit. Yeah. So I made the fucking spacer here. I had to weld 2 spacers and then, but that's another story. But yeah, I have the spacer, but now this belt's too short. But this belt's off the 6-cylinder. I think I might have a belt here that works in my stash, hopefully. But we should be more golden. I'm gonna come off of these 2 bolts right here to make the fucking, to make this hole work through the back right here. Be easy as fuck. Because they had already drilled out, you know how these are usually threaded, they had already drilled it out, and they were running one of these with the old setup for the other car. Because it's for a modern 12 volt and they had already put it on the bomb when they did the harness or whatever. So this bomb was on the road when the engine collapsed or whatever the fuck happened. So it was charging and you know, so that's why I didn't fuck with any of the fucking charging system. Even though I'm gonna have to reroute these, extend them. It's no big deal because it's on this side now, but yeah, should be golden. It's gonna be tight right here with a fucking hose for the radiator, but let's see what happens. Naturally, I have a fucking gang of these that I've been hoarding. This one looks like it's too short. And I'm gonna see if I find one. Damn, I'm fucking Goldilocks with the 3 bears, but none of them is just right. This one's too big. It's the next smallest one that I have from the stash. I'm gonna have to go to AutoZone. That's a bitch doing this because they're gonna be like, for what year model car is this? And I have to explain to them that it's a fucking swap, and then the kid's gonna be dumb, and then I'm gonna have to jump on the computer and do it myself. Unless one of the homeboys is there. But still. You still gotta pull each one of them from the shelf and see which one gets closer. Anyway, we're in business with the fucking belt. I'm gonna start putting the radiator and all this shit on it, throw the wires on it. Boom, see if it starts. Gonna make a drive shaft. Transmission fluid, probably. All that. Yup, I have to run this fucking transmission cooler, which I might just run it or like downdraft under the frame like my rat rod because of the spacing and the lines and all that shit. But yeah, I gotta run some air through it and make some lines. That's another order of business. I was able to adapt the fucking old fan, and it's pretty low profile and shit, so it looks like I get away with the radiator being there. Hopefully, because that shit would be the fucking bee's knees. Getting pretty close. Closer than yesterday, anyway.